Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's GlxtchR here. I do not normally record videos on Saturday. I normally record them on Sunday as I kind of gather the music, figure out what I want to react to. But I do this for the homie. This is for the homie. I need you guys to understand that. My boy Mark, known as Cloaser, has dropped his first ever single. And I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to see how it goes. Excuse me. And I'm going to be as honest as I can with you, Mark, because I feel like you'll somehow find me watching this and reacting to it and kind of giving my musical thoughts on it, giving a breakdown on it, giving my overall kind of idea on what's happening here musically. I don't know who the producer is. It doesn't have it listed, but shout out to Mark. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to go ahead and plug the fuck out of my man real quick. If you guys would just be ever so kind as to follow the homie on Twitter. Follow the homie on Twitter. He is an absolute chat. There's a little clip of him rocking out to it here. I haven't heard the audio, but he's a homie. Check him out. He's just great. He also streams on Twitch if you want to check him out as well. But anyway, enough about me promoting my boy. This is about the music. And as I always am, homie or not, I'm going to keep it a buck. It's always about the music. It's always about the music. It's never not been about the music, okay? So I promise to Mark and to whoever's listening, I am not coming at you. This is just exactly how I feel about it, all right? Simply how it is. All right. Oh, I didn't mean to start it, but there we go. Anyway, let's kick into it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that other bullshit. Let's go.
All right.
Ooh, vocals are already really hot off the back. Really hot, really up close to the mix. You hear the you can really hear that. Really hot in the mix. Not necessarily a bad thing, but, you know, just something to keep in mind as you kind of go through this record.
I genuinely don't know what I'm doing. But here we go.
You don't always have to know what you're doing, bro. Sometimes some of my best songs have come from me knowing jack shit. It's okay. So already instrumentally, you got the dun 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 dun. You've got this kind of lower electric guitar on this real simple, repetitive, almost like percussive element. Almost like a drum set. Just a 1 E enda, 2 E enda, 3 E enda, 4 E enda. And then you've got these little, I don't want to call it a power chord, but it's a chord. I don't know if it's power chord. I don't know guitar that well. Being played in a higher register. You're hearing it on the 3 and the 4 beat. If you're taking it at a faster tempo.
All right. I genuinely don't know what I'm doing. But here we go.
So it sounds like he harmonized it, and then he da 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 da. Interesting. I'm talking too much, but yeah.
It was the first day of February 13th.
It was the first day of February 13th. What does that mean? What does that mean? Am I missing something?
It was the first day of February 13th. I met a girl that lived in Missouri. Little did I know that she would change my life. We spent every day together, hoping it'll last forever tonight.
Okay, vocals are a little hot, as I stated earlier. They're a little hot, a little too forward in the mix. If maybe we could peel those back a little bit, it'd help those kind of these kind of like almost like I don't want to call it punk. It's kind of punk. It's kind of punky. Maybe more like an alt rock thing more than punk, but it's if we could help like kind of push that forward, and maybe not push that forward, but just bring everything down a little bit, especially the vocals, I feel they would help a lot. Hold on.
Forever tonight. Looking stellar in my sweater. Hold on, baby, just slow down the time. And I can't let you go. You're everything.
Okay, so he's got the layered vocals, and that's cool and everything, but why does it sound like it almost sounds like they disappear? When you get to kind of like your every day, I can't sing that high, but like when you get up to like that almost falsetto range, it feels like they disappear. I don't know, I could be off the goop, but that's what it sounds like to me.
Thought of what we could be, 'cause you were everything and more to me. Days are blue and the nights get tough.
Hi-hats are a little low. By a little, I mean a lot too low. Snare's a little loud in the rhythm section here. Snare's really got that kind of pop, almost like a trap beat. But normally with a trap beat, your complaint is that hi-hats are too loud. But in this case, the hi-hats are way too soft, and it just doesn't come through. Now, it sounds like an open hi-hat here, which would also contribute to its kind of softer tone, but the snare's just popping out a bit too much.
We'd argue back and forth about us being enough. We spent every day together, hoping it'll get better tonight.
Oh, I didn't notice that before. There's a third guitar going like in really deep in the mix, on a lower octave, not as high as the one that started the song. That's interesting. That's a cool production choice.
Hoping it'll get better tonight. I don't know if it's the weather, but whatever, something doesn't feel right. And
Okay, so I feel like on this part, I know it's just the middle of the song, but I feel like having a little bit more of a climactic moment here with the layered vocals with some more like reverb on the voice could be really cool. Kind of like you have the every day, like that part. Like I think that part's really cool. I think if you had kept with those effect choices there, that could have really helped kind of carry the momentum. Because right now it's a very sharp edges. Right now in terms of chorus, post-chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, post-chorus, bridge, whatever. And that I get that because I was like that. But I think if you kind of kept those effects kind of transitioning and kind of kept the momentum going, it would kind of feel more holistic. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, you know that we got love for each other, but can we make it last? With the thought of what we could be, 'cause you were everything and more to me.
So now he's doing the thing with his vocals where they're like kind of washed out, but not in like a traditional sense. What he's done here is it's pitched super back, super reverby here. And what you've done is you've taken out all the high end and all the low end in a mix, and you're leaving just the middle frequencies, which give it like a sort of telephone effect, right? It's gonna sound like that, which is kind of what he's dealing with here, right? That's kind of what happens here. It kind of takes away the layers of a vocal, which you're removing the extremities, right? And giving it more of a monotone pitch, which is what machines do. So, it's cool.
Hey, I know you're probably listening to this song right now, and this is all so crazy, but I hope you've been okay.
Have I been okay? I don't know.
Doing a lot better.
But I appreciate that more. I will say the instrumental palette here is really solid. I like where it's going. I think there needs to be a couple of tune-ups, but the overall just instrumental palette choice is great. You see, now towards the end of the song, I'd like to hear some more harmonies come through, like some more I don't know who's like really good at harmonies. If you want to do almost like an Anderson .Paak type thing, or like or like an Usher type thing. Like those are some really good examples. I'm talking about their harmonies are fantastic.
But things come to an end, and yeah, you know that. We got love for each other, but can we make it last? Stuck with the thought of what we could be. 'Cause you're everything and more to me.
And one thing that I did notice there on like where he's singing a little faster is almost like the singing disappears. And it's more of a rap, but you can kind of do a melodic rap. It's just not coming through, and that's okay. It's your first song; it's not gonna always come through. But there's a little note there. There's some more from Mark that anybody. I don't even know if he's gonna fucking watch this, but it's cool that he made the song.
'Cause you're everything and more to me. Hey, butthead. Take care of yourself, okay? Alright, bye.
Okay, there's the sound effect of like an old school telephone like clunking down into the thing. Mark, you are not that much older than me. There is no shot you had one of those motherfuckers in your house. There is simply no way. Not in your current house, not in the house you grew up in. There's just no shot. That's funny though. I won't lie. Not like the typical that you see on like a smartphone nowadays. I think that's very funny. Maybe not for the reason that I should. Okay. Harsh cutoff too. It's a solid track. For a first song, it's not lighting the world on fire. Is it the greatest alt rock, like alt pop, like punky kind of thing I've ever heard? Fuck no. But I will say that it is a very I think the biggest thing I give about the song is the instrumental palette is great. I think the palette he chose was great for him. I don't think he tried to fit into something that he can't do. And I think that he really kind of rode this one out really well in terms of personality. I think that this instrumental fits him really well. And I don't know if that's just me saying that because I know him or something like that, but yeah, I think instrumental palette is the biggest compliment I can give on this thing. Biggest thing to prove on is just production side things, in terms of like knowing when to kind of like have fading in, fading out, having like having song structure, but not keeping to it so rigidly that it becomes more of a formula and less of a piece of art. If that makes any sense. But yeah, in terms of my rating, it doesn't go with the light. It doesn't get rotation, I don't think. Maybe something he makes down the future well, but this one just isn't cutting the mustard for me that well. But it's a solid start. I'm gonna say strong 4 to light 5 for me. It's kind of closing on that 4 or 5 range. You'll see in the description below what I actually gave it. One of those two numbers. But yeah, that's it for me. Shout out to Mark. He's the homie. His link for the song will be at the top of the description. As always, go check out the song. If you were into it more than me, did I overhate it? Did I underrate it? Let me know down below. And yeah, shout out to you, Mark. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Love you. Appreciate you all. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.